What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and today we're back on some more Ark Survival Evolved because Genesis Part 2 has officially dropped. I am currently downloading it. I'm going to show you right on screen. As you can see, it's on 49%, but today I'm going to show you how you can spawn in the creatures with it basically not downloaded properly on basically any map, because this is the island. This is the very first map that you ever get on Ark. And so yeah, you could basically spawn all these creatures in on any map and just mess around with them before you actually have to download Genesis Part 2 and go and play it. So that is what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to be running through all the unique creatures that came with Genesis Part 2. I'm going to show you the saddles, if they have a saddle, if you need to ride it, and I'm going to show you one of the... It is a unique creature, but it's not supposed to be tameable or rideable, but I'm going to show you how you can ride it and tame it anyway. So, without further ado, let's get straight to it. So, in order to do this, you should know by now you're going to need access to these console commands. And in order to get the console commands up, you're going to have to press the start menu. This is what we call like the admin bar or the console command bar or whatever you want to call it. And you need to get this up. If you're on any type of server, dedicated, non-dedicated, you will have to have permission from the server host or the admin of the server who has access to these admin commands to spawn them in for you, or them to give you access to these commands. Okay, if you're on single player, it's very easy. I'm going to show you exactly what to do right now. So, if you are on Xbox, you're going to need to press LB, RB, X and Y all at the same time when you're on the start menu. And this box up here will pop up. If you are on the PlayStation, I believe it's L1, R1, square and triangle all at the same time. And this should pop up as well. So, without further delay, let's get on to these commands. So, here is your first one, mortals. Let me just adjust this because I've missed a letter out here. And I'm going to read it off to you like I usually do. So, it goes cheat. Leave a space, GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, lion, fish, lion, underscore character, underscore BP, underscore C, end of quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino that you want. So what I mean by that is that it will spawn in at 150, but because we're using the GM summon command, it will automatically tame it, so it will automatically give us a perfect tame, so it will turn out to be a 225 tame. So if you don't know what this lionfish is, this is the Shadow Mane. I don't know why they've called it that in the admin command, it's really weird, but it is the Shadow Mane. And boom, we're going to spawn it in, and as you can see, we're just going to accept the name for the way it is. And boom, here is the Shadow Mane. It's actually really big. And it looks really cool. Now, you don't need a saddle to ride this guy. It's got multiple abilities, but I'm not going to go through any of the abilities at the moment on any of these dinos. I'm just going to spawn them in, give you a quick look on them, and move on. That's an alpha. And yeah, dead. Good boy, Shadow Mane. Is it a boy? Are these got any sexes? No, it's a female. Good girl, Shadow Mane. Anyway, with that one out the way, let's move on to the next one. So here is your next code, mortal. This is cheat. Leave a space. GM summon. Leave a space. Quotation marks. Space. Dolphin. Underscore character. Underscore BP. Underscore C. End of quotation marks. Leave a space. Then the level of the dino that you want. Now, if you haven't been following along with the Genesis 2 updates, you will not know what this is. But as the name of it basically gives you the massive hint, it's Space Dolphin. It's a dolphin that flies anywhere. So we're going to spawn this one in like so. as you can see, we're just gonna whistle off straight away, because if you move, this thing can be very fast. So this is what they look like. They actually look really, really cool, and I've messed around with one of these with its saddle on and everything. And Game Changer has nothing to... This is a game changer. This will just... Flyers are obsolete. This guy takes over for everything. From getting from point A to point B, especially with its saddle, it's taken over everything. We thought the guy with the rocket strapped to its back, I can't remember the name of the dino, we thought that was fast. This guy is fast, and it can go anywhere, which is really, really cool. But like I said before, this guy has got a saddle, and like I said in the beginning, if the dino has a saddle, I am going to be giving you the code for the saddle as well, just so you can mess around with this guy straight off. So here is the code for the saddle mortals. It's very, very easy. It is cheat, leave a space, GFI, leave a space, Dolphin saddle, all one word, leave a space 1, leave a space 0, leave a space 0. So as soon as you enter this is going to enter your inventory. I'm going to show you what it looks like, just so you don't miss out on it. There it is. I can't pronounce the proper name of this guy. I'm going to call it a dolphin or space dolphin or whatever you want to call it. I am not trying to pronounce this guy's proper name. So we just want to walk up to it and then just equip the saddle like you do with any dino. This is the tech saddle. This is the only saddle that it has. There is no primitive version of this. This is the only saddle. And as you can see, it's got like 2 jets on it already. But like I said before, I'm not going to go over its abilities or anything. You try and mess around with it if you so wish. I might do separate videos on all these abilities on every different dino, just because there's a lot to cover. But with that one out of the way, let's move on. So here is your next code mortal. It is cheat, leave a space, GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, milk glider underscore character underscore BP underscore C, enter quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the creature / dino that you want. So put it in, boom, and as you can see, this is like the duck-billed platypus hybrid kind of thing. It's kind of weird, but honestly, I'm loving the blue beak. The blue bill or beak, or whatever you want to call it, is really, really cool. That stands out a mile. Giant tail, really, really cool. Yet again, this has got a bunch of abilities and stuff, which is really, really nice. I'm trying to jump on its tail, but it won't let me. In able to ride this guy, this has got a saddle, and like I said before, I'm going to give you the code for that right now. So here is the saddle code more. So it's cheat, leave a space, GFI, leave a space, glider, saddle, leave a space 1, leave a space 0, leave a space 0. Once you put it in, boom, it should show up. We go into our inventories, and as you can see, it is right there. We're going to walk up and try and equip this straight away, like so. And as you can see, that is what the saddle is looking like. You can get up and ride it now. Pretty cool. So let's move on to the next one. Here is the next code mortal. It is cheat, leave a space, GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, brain slug, underscore character, underscore BP, underscore C, end of quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino that you want. So let's put that in, and boom, it's this little guy, the Noglin. This guy is actually really, really cool, and not because he's good to look at, not because you can just pick him up either and have a really cool shoulder pet. He has got a really, really cool ability, and it's absolutely amazing. But like I said, I'm not going to go into that now, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek. Look, engage brain hunt. Dun dun dun. Anyway, let's move on. Here is the next code mortals. It is cheat, leave a space, GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, tech strider, underscore character, underscore BP, underscore C, end of quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino that you want. Now, I do believe this is the biggest dino in this new DLC. It is supposed to be really, really, really big. And there it is. just the sound of it walking is amazing. Now you don't need a saddle for this guy, you can just ride him. He's got like a little platform on his back. But this guy is like as big as a Bronto. Or actually, was it the Giganotosaurus or something? I can't remember what the giant... No, Titanosaurus? I don't know. I lose track of all the names of the dinos. It is kind of super slow at the moment, but you can bump his movement speed, which is very, very cool. And yet again, multiple abilities. Looks really cool. Biggest dino in this DLC. It's a monster. But let's move on to the next one. So here's the next one, mortals. It is cheat, leave a space, GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, tech, wyvern, underscore character, underscore BP, underscore C, end the quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino what you want. So this one is pretty much self-explanatory yet again. Just because it's in the name, this is the tech wyvern, or the void wyvern, as it's actually named, the void wyvern. I don't know if these textures... There we go. The textures are now finally loaded in properly. It is making a weird noise. Okay. That cut out. I'm glad that did. So yet again, you do not need a saddle to ride this. And as far as I know, it's like a normal wyvern. It has the same turning radius, same flight speed and everything. But some really cool attacks. Like so. So let's land. And let's move on. So we're going to move on to the last one. This is the last unique creature. But this is an untamable, unrideable creature that is in Genesis 2. This is supposed to be like an enemy that you come across randomly or in a certain place or something. And it's supposed to kill you. But I'm going to show you a way you can spawn it in, tame it and ride it and just have a lot of fun with it. So here's the last code, mortal. So it's cheat, leave space, GM, summon, leave a space, quotation marks, summoner, underscore character, underscore BP, underscore C, end the quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino that you want. Now, this, I am using a GM summon code here, which usually means when you spawn it in, it's going to automatically tame. But for some creatures like alphas and stuff like that, this code doesn't actually work. It does spawn it in, but it just doesn't tame it. So we're going to have to use another code after this. But let's just spawn it in. Boom. So this is the summoner. This is a little creature, well, not so little, that is supposed to be around one of the areas or something. It's kind of like a giant flower like that. It's kind of scary, to be perfectly honest with you. Just look at it. And it has an ability to spawn in certain things. As you can see, it's kind of crazy. It's spawned in a lot of different creatures here, which is absolutely mental. But we can tame this with one simple command. So we just want to go close to it, get it into like a center of a screen where we can see its name. We're going to go back up to the admin box right here. And what we're going to type in is force tame. All one word. Like so. And then we're just going to apply this code. And boom. This summoner has been tamed. And as you can see, you can ride this. So now we're riding it. It doesn't move particularly fast in any sense of the word, but you do get access to all its abilities. So yeah, that is all of the unique creatures that you can get in Genesis Part 2. Even one that you're not supposed to be able to tame or ride, which is, I think, is amazing. And also, all because I haven't actually downloaded Genesis 2 properly yet. And this can basically be done on any single map, which is really, really cool. So, Mortals, hope you enjoyed. I hope this helps you out, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it. And I'll hopefully see you in the next video.